Hi, Stoney fam. I'm definitely stoned. I hope that you guys are in the process or are definitely stoned as well. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great day. I kind of have some exciting stuff to share with you guys. So I got a little bit of updates, as well as I just want to kind of talk about certain topics with you guys today. So anyway, before I get to that, I kind of want to just share some exciting news that I have. I'm in about now 2 days, I will be going to a concert I'm super excited for. I got tickets a few months ago, and I'm really excited about this concert. I haven't been to one in a couple of months, and prior to that, it's usually something that I don't go to for years, so it's not something that I do all the time. I really wish that it was, but I cannot afford. But I'm just really excited, guys, so I want to tell you. As well as, I have a nail appointment that day, so I definitely am excited for that, because this set is beautiful as it is. It's grown out quite a bit because I've pushed it a lot longer than I normally do for a couple reasons. But yeah, I'm super excited to see my girl and get my nails done, because not everyone, but all of us stoners that also like to get their nails done, we just love that feeling of a fresh new set. Or if you don't even get a set, if you're just getting your nails done, it's just super relaxing, and it's very therapeutic, I find. Not only does it, in the process, while it's being done, feel great, but afterward, I'm loving my nails for a while, and it makes me feel confident and just feels good about myself. Same with what cannabis does for me. So anyway, yeah, just some exciting stuff I want to share with you guys. I also got a tattoo coming up, so I'm getting a tattoo again. I've not gotten a tattoo since about, I want to say last year, when I went to my trip to Miami. I got a tattoo then. This one's going to be a lot different. It's a lot bigger of a piece, as well as it's a lot, I don't want to say it's more sentimental, because they're both kind of on the same caliber and both very relevant to the same person, but this one I drew myself, so it's very the drawing that I'm going to be using for the tattoo anyway. It's very special to me. Sorry guys, I'm looking for the words, and the weed for some reason is fucking with the words today. Can't talk, so just bear with me. But yeah, so right now I'm smoking on some Shamrock Shake. It is not what I expected it to be like. I definitely enjoy it, and it's quite pretty actually too. The nugs are very purple, and I love decent purple weeds. Anyway, but as far as updates, I still, as I said before, there will be some guests coming on the podcast soon, as well as I may be appearing in other places as well on a different podcast. So I'll let you guys know about all of that. But the biggest update I want to share with you guys, which I've been super, super excited about. I know I said excited, I think multiple times, but this is something I've been really excited to share with you guys. I planned this actually several months ago. I just wanted to wait till the right time to do it, and I just wasn't sure about how I wanted to go about doing this, because I've never done this before, but I want to do my first ever giveaway. I've been contemplating doing this since my Tumblr days, to be honest, and I was really, really trying to do something like this for a while, but I just didn't have everything that I wanted all together, and just didn't have a clear enough idea of what I wanted to put out there. So now that I do, guys, I want to say I'm super excited. We got a giveaway going on. So, and everything I'm going to share with you guys right now, all the details will be listed below in the description of this podcast, as well as will be posted in other places, as well as my Twitter and my Instagram. But yeah, I'm going to break this down with you guys, because I was really excited getting all these things together to make this giveaway for you guys. So as part of the giveaway, I will be putting in one of my 12-inch purple bongs. Very beautiful bong that I've only used, I want to say, literally one time. Perfectly clean now, of course, but we got that in there. I'm putting in a Grassroots joint holder, some Ace Weidman's king-size rolling papers, as well as some King Palms wraps in there, some Bountiful Farms matches. We also got several different packs of rolling papers and wraps, 2 different clipper lighters, some cool pins, some cool stickers, and the biggest prize that I want to put in there is going to be my G-Pen Roam. So I want to gift that, and to the person that will be receiving that would have to get these 3 questions correct, as well as be following me on my Instagram and on my Twitter. All of the details will be put in below, as well as pictures of all this cool stuff. So I'm going to be putting all that in there for you guys as well. And honestly, the rules of this giveaway are very simple. You just must be following my main Twitter account. It doubles if you follow my Instagram account as well. Just send me like a DM of proof that you do that. Like send me your username on like a DM from Twitter or a screenshot, whatever you prefer to do. You must be 18 years or older to apply, given that these are cannabis accessories. You cannot be any younger than that. So you got to be 18 years or older to be applying for this, to be entering. And another thing, we'll be only shipping inside of the U.S. So unfortunately, this will not be going outside of the U.S. I apologize, but for right now, this first giveaway, only in the U.S. for right now. And last but not least, this post on Twitter that I'm going to be making with a giveaway and all the details and everything like that, with all the rules, it has to have at least 420 likes on it, or none of these stuff's going to go away. And I'd really like to give this stuff out to you guys. So yeah, go check that out. I'm going to be posting that on my website as well as in the description below and in my Twitter and other places. So check it out. I will give you a hint, though, to those 3 questions, and this will be the only hint that I will give. The answers are very clearly given in different episodes of my podcast. So if you go through my podcast, you will clearly find the answers right there for you. If you want to go further and dig even further and don't want to do that, you'll find the answers elsewhere. But I want to say it would be a lot easier if you just listen to the podcast. But yeah, guys, so moving on from that, I know I was really excited to talk about this, so I kind of been rambling about a lot of these things because I have a lot of exciting stuff going on, but this especially because I've really wanted to do a giveaway for a long time, so I'm really excited. And I initially did not add this into the giveaway list when I came up with this idea, but more recently I came up with the idea that I also will be throwing in a surprise little drawing that I made into the giveaway. So yeah, there'll also be a drawing made by me in there as well. But there will be no surprise, no hints given for that. That is going to be a completely surprise. So what I want to talk about today, guys, is honestly, I just want to go back in time a little bit and just kind of reminisce and really be so thankful that I'm smoking out of really nice glass, or if not that, I'm smoking out of nice pieces or papers or different electronic devices, e-rigs, whatever, rigs, like different things other than what I used to, like way back when I first started smoking cannabis. And not even like just me personally, but so many other people too. Like a lot of people started off with which is awful because of what it can do, but like cans and like bottles and stuff like that, or like making them out of apples and shit. It's funny too that like there'd be times where I really was in a pickle and I had to become like MacGyver and figure out what I was going to be smoking out of so that I could get stoned because I didn't have a piece at the time. And I remember my first ever piece that I ever got. It like my first ever official piece. It was this really, really cute Hello Kitty bowl that I got from Florida that was brought back for me. It was really cool. I think it was chameleon glass, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. It was a really cute little bowl, and I loved that thing. And of course, though, back then I really didn't know what I know now. So it was pretty dirty for a bit, and I didn't clean my pieces like I do. But yeah, also in the process of doing this, I'm also packing a bowl. So sorry, I'm so mesmerized by how pretty this weed is and just how like fluffy and just blissful it makes me feel that I just have to. I'm gonna keep smoking it. Usually I'll like smoke before I start the podcast, like in the beginning of it, and then like towards the end. But nah, I'm gonna smoke in between. Today's a different day. We're gonna smoke some extra. Nothing wrong with that. Another thought that I had. I'm so proud to see that marijuana was trending. Actually, not even just once. I think it was like a couple times I saw. I think I want to say at least twice. I could be wrong, but I saw it on Twitter that it was trending, marijuana. I can't believe it. Like, if this was several years ago, I would have never believed it. And I certainly did not see myself, when I first started consuming, that I would be working in a dispensary. Like, that was kind of like a dream of mine, but it was like never thought to be a reality because I didn't see the state that I live in or any others yet really just speeding up the process and getting with it like they did. Of course, there's a lot of things that need to be worked on still, but I do want to be happy at least for the accomplishments that have been made and are still being made and worked on today, because there are people that are still, like I've talked about before when I talked about like the Last Prisoner Project and stuff like that, where there are people who are still being imprisoned for cannabis crimes, and it's just things need to be done a lot more in a timely manner, but we're working on it as a whole. Also, speaking of going back in time and thinking about past memories and cannabis-related ones, I remember my first moment of, like, feeling, like, creativity and higher enlightenment. Wow, I couldn't speak for a second. The first ever time when I was, like, much younger, I want to say, like, maybe 16 or so. And this was, like, I think I was writing, like, a term paper. It was a very important English paper that I had to write. And, of course, my dumbass waited till the last fucking second to write this paper. And I was smoking on, I have no idea what strain it was at the time. No idea. And I was smoking it, I think, out of a fucking can, to be honest. Because I don't know, at this time I'd been smoking for a little bit, but I still didn't own any pieces of my own. I'd smoked out of other people's pieces. But anyway, irrelevant. I'm high, and I don't know, I remember just, like, typing away, and just everything kept flowing after every sentence just kept coming to me. I didn't even really have to take a pause. And I was done with the paper pretty quickly. Turned it in, and then I got, like, a 90-something on it. I want to say it was, like, a very good grade. And I barely put that much effort into it, I felt like. I mean, until I had smoked, I felt like I was just, like, a superhuman at that point. So, I don't know. I wonder, like, what is... You guys listening, like, what can you think to yourself, like, what was your first, if you can think of it and remember, what your first moment was where you felt way, like, super enlightened and just felt, not like that you were smarter from smoking, but it, like, tapped into your intelligence and made you feel more efficient. I don't know. It just really, it helps me in so many different ways. But that was the first time I ever noticed it in that particular way. I was using it really just recreational, for fun, when I was younger, and then really started depending on it for other things as I got older. And I've talked about that so many times, so I don't want to bore you guys again talking about it. But everyone's journey with cannabis is different. And that's something I love to think about, too, because it's super interesting. Like, yeah, we're all consuming, and sometimes it can even be the same plant, but we're going to get a completely different experience, and that's really interesting to me. I've always been interested in the psychology and science behind, like, your emotions and stuff like that. So when I've realized that certain things that I'm smoking are making me feel, not just feel good, but, like, functionable, it's nice. But anyway, I'm rambling again. But while we're on the topic of getting high, I've given myself this, like, kind of a checklist. I wanted to do this during the summer, but of course I didn't think of it till, of course, now, to the end of summer. But my little bucket list towards the end of summer and going forward, I want to try to find some interesting, cool places to toke, because that's just part of my bucket list. I want to find really cool places to toke, and I've really been itching to just get outside. I really am one of those people that love nature walks and hiking and all that stuff, and Max, my dog, loves doing it too. So, and I really just have not had much time to do so this past, like, summer. So now that it's getting a little bit cooler out and things are slowing down, like, years are slowing down a bit, I'm gonna have a lot more free time to do so. So I want to get out there. So if you guys can think of any cool places that you could think of, let me know. By that I mean, like, generalized, like woods or beach, like, you know, not specific landmarks, because, like, I wish I could travel the world, but I cannot at the moment. I'm currently residing in Massachusetts, so anywhere in there is fine. Anywhere in this area. But speaking of news that I can't believe I completely forgot to also share, that speaking of my dog, it's also going to be Max's birthday coming up on the 10th, so I'm super excited for him too. He's going to be 12 years old. And why I'm sharing this with you guys, like, you're probably thinking why I don't really care that much. I mean, I hope you do, because he's awesome. You should care. But I'm sharing this because I talked about this when I first got him, and I had his first birthday with him the last time I did this podcast. And I want to say thank you all for listening, whoever has been, to those who've been here since the very beginning when I first started a year ago, and those now that are just new or have been listening for a little bit. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. I plan on also not only doing this podcast, but transferring this